Welcome viewers. Today we'll study or we'll discuss electric field due to charge on conducting shell or spherical shell. That means the shell is the shape of a sphere, but what we have to understand, a shell, what is a shell? Shell is a sphere, but it's a hollow sphere. Since it's a hollow sphere, so we have to understand that charges are not distributed in terms of all the volume of the sphere. Charges are distributed area wise. It's known as areal distribution. So let us consider, we have already studied before that suppose sigma, this is in electrostatic, sigma denotes charge per unit area. Okay. So here, since it is a conducting shell, what we have to look, the charges are distributed at the surface of the conducting shell. Only in the surface there are charges. Charges are distributed along the surface of the shell. Let us find P is a point. P is the external point. That is, P is external to the spherical shell, and we have to calculate electric field at point P. So what we have to done, we are making a Gaussian surface. We are making a Gaussian surface so that the P is at the surface of the Gaussian surface, and this P is at a distance small r from the center of the shell. Suppose O is the center of the shell. Okay, this is small r, distance between the center of the shell and P, and capital R is the radius of the shell. Let Q is the total charge. What you have to understand, what is Q? These charges are distributed along the surface of the metallic shell or conducting shell or spherical shell. The total charge is capital Q. What we have to remember, Q is not a point charge over here. Q is the total charge. Okay. See, this is the Gaussian surface. Again, if you remember, if you see at every point the electric field, see, this is electric field, this is electric field, this is electric field, this is electric field, and this is your ds, area vector, area vector. So every point theta is equal to 0 at every point on the Gaussian surface. That was the condition. Okay. So if theta is equal to 0 at every point on the Gaussian surface, now we can integrate it. Now let us integrate. So flux equal to this, or E ds cos of theta, theta equal to 0. So it is E ds. Electric field is uniform, same at every point. So it will come out of the integration sign. So it is integration of ds. Now what is ds? I again repeat, ds is the elementary area over here, suppose. So if we integrate ds, we will get the entire area of the Gaussian surface. So since the shell is, since the Gaussian surface is spherical in nature, so area will be 4 into pi into small r square. Right? E into 4 pi small r square. This is equal to what? This is equal to, from Gauss theorem, it is charge divided by epsilon naught. Charge means what? The total charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. Okay, what we have assumed, sigma is what? Charges per unit area. So what we can write? So sigma is equal to Q by area. Okay, sigma is equal to Q by area. Okay, or we can write like this, Q is equal to sigma into area. So now electric field into 4 pi r square equal to sigma area divided by epsilon naught. Okay, sigma into area by epsilon naught. or we can say like from this statement we can calculate electric field is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square. See this equation very carefully. This equation you see very carefully. Okay, this is the first case. Suppose we have found a formula if Q is a point charge. Now the situation number 2. If Q is a point charge, electric field formula, what we found was Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into, suppose, R square. But here also electric field Q by 4 pi epsilon R square. This electric field experienced at point P, that is outside the shell, but this is for due to point charge. Now what is the similarity say? The formula is same. So we can say one thing, listen very carefully, we can say one thing. The electric field created outside the shell is same as the electric field is due to a point charge. So we can say the field created at outside a metallic shell behaves, I repeat, behaves as if there is a charge capital Q at the center of the shell. It behaves like charge Q is located at the center of the shell. Okay, this is part 1 of shell theorem. So if you ask what is the shell theorem of electrostatics, so we can say shell theorem number 1, this, that electric field created outside the conducting shell or spherical shell is same experience, that is as it behaves as if there is a Q point charge at the center of the shell. Now this is the electric field at the outside. Now let me calculate the electric field at the surface, exactly at the surface of the metallic shell, at the surface. So if we shrink the Gaussian surface and exactly put at the surface like this, so what will be electric field? A very careful observation will tell you the electric field will be Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now instead of small r, what we have to look for? Capital R square, because we are calculating at the surface. This is at the surface. So what we have seen, the electric field at surface is greater than electric field at outside. Because why? Because capital R is smaller than small r. If smaller becomes smaller, electric field becomes larger. Okay. Now the next point is we are interested to calculate electric field at the inside of the metallic shell, right? So at the inside, here you see at the inside of the shell. So again, this is a shell. Charges are distributed like this. There is a point P. Anywhere we can assume a point. We have assumed a point P which is inside the shell. Again, we must make a Gaussian surface. And the radius of the metallic shell will remain capital R, no doubt. And the surface, this is small r. So at the outside, capital R was less than small r, but at the inside, small r is less than capital R. That is the difference. So inside means here, this is the point, inside. Anything which is located at any distance less than capital R is called as inside. So you see, if this is a Gaussian surface, is there any charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface? The answer is no. There is not a single charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface. So integration of this into this equal to charges by epsilon naught. This must be equal to 0 because there is no charge enclosed. Or we can write this electric field into integration of ds equal to 0, or electric field multiplied by what is integration of ds? The total area of the Gaussian surface, 4 pi small r square equal to 0. This cannot be 0, hence electric field is 0. So at the inside of the conducting shell or spherical shell, at the inside electric field is 0. At the outside electric field was this, and at the surface electric field, instead of small r we used capital R. This is known as also shell theorem. Okay, overall this is known as shell theorem. So very quickly let me draw a graph. Between electric field and the distance. This is your electric field or electric field vector, and this is a supposed distance. So for metallic shell, at the surface electric field was 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital R square, Q by 4 pi epsilon capital R square. And outside electric field was and inside electric field is 0. Out of 3, where the electric field is maximum? Here the electric field is maximum. Why? Because capital R is smaller than smaller. The minimum value is 0. So if this is the origin, that is center of the metallic shell, where there is no distance, so this position is the origin. Up to capital R, any point we will find electric field equal to 0. So this is capital R. So here there is no electric field. But whenever we reach the surface capital R, we found the electric field is maximum. So let it is a maximum electric field. This is electric field maximum. When we will go from outside to inside, okay, when we go from not outside to inside, at the surface to outside, the electric field decreases, but it does not decrease linearly. Why? Because electric field is inversely proportional to the distance of the square. So it's not linear, so it will be like this. But be serious, be cautious, don't join this decrease of electric field at this line. If you have joined electric field along this line, it will indicate electric field equal to 0. Okay, except inside the surface, electric field cannot be 0 anywhere. Only inside it is 0. So this is suppose smaller, and this line will never ever touch this horizontal axis. So from 0 to capital R, what will call this? Inside. So this is your inside. And capital R to small r, suppose this is a point P. What is this? Outside. So I will call it outside. And exactly at R, what is this? At the surface. So this is your electric field or behavior of electric field outside a spherical shell, inside a spherical shell, or at the spherical shell as a whole. This is known as shell theorem of electrostatics. Thank you so much. If you like my video, please subscribe it, like it, or share it. Thank you so much.